Hey, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I'm going to give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Racha HaKodash. I want to send double honor to my elders and apostles at Great Millstone who taught me the truth and rule well. Peace, love, and safety is to the hopeful elect Akim out there doing this work. Much love to the scattered elect and to the few sincere women that subscribe unto the true doctrine. This is the brother you call him out for the Great Millstone Camp branch out here in Omaha, Nebraska, coming back with another lesson, Lord willing, to feed and to edify the lost sheep of the nation of Israel through the Holy Spirit, Racha HaKodash. And wanted to get into this topic based off of an older video that I seen, and I forget what year this came out, but you had Jay Rockefeller came out, and the reason why I know it's an old video, because when I looked it up, it was pretty grainy, so it was a pretty old video where he came out and he said that pretty much when this internet was created, that people fell flat on their face for excitement of it. They were able to explore business in different ways now, but he eventually went on to say that the internet should have never been created, should have never been invented, and the reason being, these Edomites, the so-called white man, they were not intending on the nation of Israel getting a hold of it and, pushing out information through it. Okay, which the internet, I was looking up when was the invention of the internet, and it says the internet as we know it, using TCP/IP, was born on January 1st, 1983. So that was the first, that's when the internet was officially born. But it says prior to this, networks like ARPANET were in development, with the first message between UCLA and Stanford in 1969, which I'm not sure what this ARPANET, which stands for the Advanced Research Projects Agency Network. So pretty much that was a trial run in 1969, which, hey, through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shai Shai, that's around the time where you had the beloved Abba Bivens, who was teaching the truth to our elders and apostles and their elders. Okay, but the World Wide Web itself was not officially invented until 1989 by an individual named Tim Berners-Lee, right? So this made this where the information was able to go global. You could be on another side of the world, and you could be in, let's say you could be over here in the Americas. You'd be able to look up something concerning China, or Brazil. All right, you will know what's going on over there based off of the web being broadly, what is the word I'm looking for? Broadly exposed, for lack of a better term. So what I'm thinking about entitling this lesson, somewhere along the lines of that which was to his convenience is now made a snare, because Esau Edom wasn't accounting on the Hebrew Israelites bringing the information out that we now do. Well, starting back really around the early 2000s, when the elders and apostles really start hitting the internet with these different videos on YouTube and Daily Motion. For you brothers that were around for that time, you had Daily Motion, you had different platforms to where this truth was being pushed. Okay, now it's to the point where Esau Edom, he'd chop your video down for so-called medical disinformation, or medical misinformation, and the information that where we get it is from him for the most part. He'll chop it down for Satan saying certain derogatory words, and it's really because these things that we bring out expose Esau Edom. Now I want to start off with this precept here in the book of 2 Thessalonians. Okay, it's the very first precept that comes to my mind, 2 Thessalonians chapter 2. And let's see. verse 5. It says, remember ye not that remember ye not that when I was yet with you I told you these things, and now ye know what withholdeth that he might be revealed in his time. And it's talking about Esau, Edom. Okay, and this is his time of being revealed. So we're understanding what his agenda is, via with this MOTB, via what he's doing with the foods in the supermarkets that we're buying. Okay, these different even when he was going over to certain places of the world like Iraq, and bombing them for resources. Okay, we start finding out the true agenda of what they were up to. And even in this day and age, it hasn't stopped, but it has dramatically increased as Esau Edom right now is losing the information war. Okay, and he's not able to cover up all his tracks. He's done too much dirt. Okay, and he's being revealed. It says, for the mystery of iniquity. Matter of fact, let me get this precept. All right, in the book of, what is this? What is that? Jeremiah? I believe it's Jeremiah 49:10. Right? This is excuse me, this is the book of Jeremiah 49 verse 10. It says, but I have made Esau bare. I have uncovered his secret places, and he shall not be able to hide himself. You see that? So Esau Edom, he's doing his best to try to cover up his tracks and certain things that he's done to the Israelites. Such as the brutal torments that he put on Israel, with the cutting open of the fetus, the cutting open the stomach of pregnant women, crushing the fetuses with the heel of their boot, going into the different type of what's the word I'm looking for, projects or trial runs they used to do on Jake, cutting a woman open, practicing on how to do C-sections without any anesthesia, and on a woman that's not even pregnant. All right. So, Esau Edom, everything that he's been doing, for all these years is coming to the light. Okay. And, he can't hide it, man. Right. It says his seed is spoiled and his brethren and his neighbors, and he is not. So Esau is being fully exposed. Now let's get back and finish this 2 Thessalonians 2 and verse 7. It says, for the mystery of iniquity doth already work. Only he who now letteth will let until he be taken out of the way. All right, which is saying that Esau Edom, the Lord is allowing Esau Edom to do what he's doing, because there's going to be a period of time where he's going to be removed. So he's the one tampering with all the food. He's the one tampering with the how your kids learn in these wretched schools. He's the one determining on what's healthy for you or what's not, what's beauty and what's not. He's the one that's ruling the world. Job 9:24. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. Okay, but the Most High said in the book of what was that, Sirach 10 and verse 4, where it says that I actually need to get that. I just got precepts flowing through my head. I gotta get it before I lose it. Sirach 10 and verse 4, right? It says this. It says, the power of the earth is in the hand of the Lord. And all right, so it says the power of the earth is in the hand of the Lord. And here it is. What does it say in Job 9:24? The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. Who gave him the earth? The Most High. That's going all the way back to the book of Genesis. All right, where he got the fatness of the earth and the dew of the heaven, and his blessing being the sword. This is the one who's ruling the world right now. All right, but Yahweh Shema Shai gave him this ability. It says, and in due time he will set over it one that is profitable. Okay, so just going back into that 2 Thessalonians, because it says he who letteth will now let until he be taken out of the way. So the Most High is allowing Esau Edom to do what he's doing because he's going to be taken out. He's going to be judged, man. This brutal judgment coming for Esau Edom. All right, starting with him and the rest of these heathen nations too. You're going to get it. You're not exempt. But we focusing on Esau in this particular moment. Okay? Because he think he's getting away with everything that he's doing. Hey, there's another scripture. Is that Psalms, the 10th chapter? Psalms the 10th chapter, and I'm gonna get back into that Thessalonians. Chapter 10 and verse 11. It says, he have said in his heart, the Most High hath forgotten, he hideth his face, he will never see it. So, and this is talking about the wicked inventions that Esau has towards Jacob. You know, shooting them down in the streets, you know, putting these different titles on them as savages and wetbacks and spicks, you know, hardcore bondage, even in this very day and age, you know, working motherfucking down to the bone, you know, 10 to 12 hour days, all to take half of their damn check, you know. So and then you know, for you know, your president, you know, to put tariffs on these places that import things that you need on a daily basis, so that the prices go up and they're not upping the wages at the job. You know, Esau, Edom, you gotta pay. You think that the Most High don't see that? Okay, but now you're able to see it, and it's been made very plain because what the internet is telling us all these different things of what's going on. All right, and it's affecting people. You know, you got, you know, left and right. Everybody's feeling the squeeze, man. All right. So now let's get back into the scriptures. Be all over the place, but let's get back to the 2 Thessalonians chapter 2 and verse 8. It says, "And then shall that wicked be revealed." He's being revealed. You know, his true intents towards humanity is being revealed. Look at the oceans. You know, millions and millions of pounds of debris and trash and, you know, all types of junk in the oceans. You know, suffocating the animals. You know, I've seen a couple videos in the past where you had, due to that same purpose, you had whales washing up on shore because they can't fucking breathe. You know. So, you know, Esau, Edom, he's a destruction to humanity. And that's what is that, the book of Revelation 11, verse 18, where the Most High said he will destroy him that destroys the earth. Okay? But let's continue. It says, whom the Lord shall consume with the spirit of his mouth and shall destroy with the brightness of his coming. And who is this? What's the spirit of the Lord's mouth? It's the holy prophets. You know? And these are the holy prophets are the ones who are putting all this information out. Okay, you got brothers that are constantly studying, constantly looking at what Esau is doing, being circumspect to what the wiles of the devil are, so we might know what's coming. All right, and we know what's coming. We know that Jacob's trouble is coming. Who's going to minister that? You know, through his through his evil works, Esau, Edom. Now, don't get it twisted. He also, he absolutely got his power from the Heavenly Father, right? Book of Proverbs 21, verse 1, the king's heart is in the hand of the Most High. As the waters, he turneth the whithersoever he will. So Esau, Edom, he's doing things according to plan. But the Most High, he got him in a trick bag, man. Okay? Now, this internet, also know the internet is, regardless of what Bishop Nathaniel's agenda is, Bishop Nathaniel at IUIC, regardless of what his agenda is to travel the world and wake up all Israel, that's not, the Lord didn't say that was necessary neither. This internet was absolutely for the elect. I'm going to say the elect, because all Israel's not utilizing the internet accurately. You know, the elder Menat Zagba, GMS South Carolina, you know, every day so far for like the past at least 2-3 weeks, he's been posting, doing videos over these individuals that's bucking up against the truth. Israelites that are bucking up against the truth. So I say that to say that they're using the internet incorrectly. But it's still a beautiful thing because edification comes from it. Okay? But now let's get this. And I'm going to close it out here in a second. You know, this is a very simple video. But it's showing you this, and this internet was created for us, man. This is the book of Psalms 19 and verse 4. It says, their line is gone throughout all the earth, and their words to the end of the world. And them hath he set a tabernacle for the sun. And when you read the NLT, it says, yet their message has gone throughout the earth, and their words to all the world. The Most High has made home in the heavens for the sun. So in whose message are we pushing? The message of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. We're pushing out the was that Jeremiah 28:8, where it says they prophesied against many kingdoms and great countries. That's all over the internet. You see the Israelites, the Hebrew Israelites, chanting down Babylon the Great, aka America, telling of the pending doom that's coming to it. Okay, rebuking the evil works that are done in the midst of it. And this is all over the internet. All right, you got brothers, the beloved elders, the elder require Quam. Yes, Laki, if I messed your name, my brother. You had that elder who's way on the other side of the world, and him and the elder Ariala out of GMS Dallas. They do these algorithms. Furthermore, hey, that's beautiful. Even the fact that they do that, and they're in two totally different countries, they're able to connect and link up. What do? They're bringing out more information about Esau and his plans, man. Esau is finished. Okay, you are finished. You're being revealed, and there's nothing you can do to stop it, man. Okay, that's why it says back in Thessalonians. I'll read that last part again, and I'm gonna close it out, where it says, 2 Thessalonians 2:7, for the mystery of iniquity doth already work, which is lawlessness. All right, the Mo community. All right, the elemental P's. The unrighteous dealings. All right, the lack of equity amongst from Esau, Edom to the heathens. That's what they say. We're all equal, but not everybody's treated equal. So we know that's BS. But that's a form of iniquity too. Okay, it says only he who now letteth will let until he be taken out of the way. And Esau, Edom is about to be taken out of the way. All right. So once again, that which was to his convenience is made a snare unto him. All right. So with that being said, I do pray that this was an edifying video. And I want to give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Racha HaKodash. Double honors to my elders and apostles at Great Millstone. Peace, love, and safety is to the elect. Shalom.